blockbuster season.
94 Charlie, take one. Mark.
All right, you ready?
We're doing a promo.
Yeah, we're doing a promo.
Supposed to be serious and boring. Oh, that's just good marketing.
And we're rolling.
Hi, UFC fans. Hey, Australia. Bam, gotta go full Tom Cruise. They are looking gorgeous. May the day between the 3rd and the 5th of May be with all of us. But am I the only one that's finding this funny?
Cut all this part out.
I know what I want, and I know how I like it. We're excited to be on your screens everywhere, May 26th.
They're not doing Gordon anymore, so
I guess it doesn't, we don't need the information anymore that goes through this way, but now it's just out at this point, I'm doing this program now. I think it's just not allowed. Oh, there you go, so far, we're good. Okay. So I was a little nervous, I've never done red carpet before. I just feel like, this question. And I was nervous about getting people's names wrong or facts wrong. I remember the time you went to your house to interview Adam Sandler, and you got everything. And I was like, you know what, I can't put that stuff down. You said Happy Madison for sure at some point. Yeah, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison put together.
And then it was like, I love it. When you tried to go here. Like, it was that bad.
No, the best part was he asked Adam if he has Netflix. And Adam was like, a 20-film deal with Netflix.
I was also with him like 4 or 5 hours before. I've never seen it. This is it, so that's great.
That's when the mistakes happen. So you've known Bert for a very long time. Not only you guys co-workers, but you've been friends. This is what's going on. Does it make you proud? That's right. Perhaps Bert
remember that same feeling in that same spot. There you go. Better. There you go.
Welcome, everybody, to the red carpet of the premiere of my movie, The Machine. This is the first of many stops on this carpet. It's a different red carpet than Hollywood's used to. Let's take a walk.
they could put him on a podcast for his comedy in their ear, and it helps them get to their end. And so for that, I said, the CEO.
Stephanie Kurtzuba plays Leanne Kreischer in the movie, and I think you had the tallest task of this entire cast. Because although you didn't have to do the stunts, right, you did have big shoes to fill in the fans' eyes.
Well,
I don't know if you're aware, but Bert's fans are very protective of Leanne.
as well they should be, because
Yeah.
she's amazing. She's an amazing human being, and like probably the best wife that ever existed. And I'm actually a pretty good wife, but Leanne is next level because, you have to be married to Bert.
I co-sign that. I lived with Bert in a tour bus for a good portion of the year, so I know what it's like.
Yeah, I watched all the trouble you two got in.
My parents' house. Yes,
Comedian, podcaster, and very old close friend to Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Tom, knowing Bert as well as you do, and I'm sure you've been to other movie premieres, are you surprised that this one is extremely over the top?
This is par for the course for our boy Bert.
No surprises.
No surprises whatsoever. This is what's that, Fluff? Yeah, this is very Bert-like, and it's perfect. It's fitting.
So you and Bert were friends when you were young comedians in LA, trying to get spots around town.
We were doing. I was opening. He was middling, and we were doing improvs together all over Southern California.
Did you ever think movie star was on the horizon?
No.
That's how it was going by dinner time, man. It was like slurring everything.
Eva Babich, one of the stars of The Machine, starring Bert Kreischer. So was it a little bit weird when they told you you were doing a movie with a comedian, but it ended up being like an action movie?
Was it weird? Well,
Or did you expect it?
no, I didn't expect it, but it was really interesting. You know, as you said, this action comedy genre it's fabulous. You know, and especially when you have Bert by your side, you know, it's always funny and amusing. And I enjoy doing action stuff, you know, stunts and stuff like that.
When you're doing serious things like action scenes where people can get hurt, and then Bert's sitting there giggling and laughing and making fun, is that distracting or is that fun?
Of course, it's distracting. You tend to.
Is it dangerous?
It can be dangerous, but with time you get to know Bert, and you get to love him, and I really love him now. So yeah, he wasn't distracting me. He was like really supportive, and he helped me actually a lot.
Oh, I'm sure he tried to tell you how to do things. I'm sure that he was like, when you roll, you got to roll the truck. And
No,
No, he didn't do that. You're
No,
being nice.
no,
You're being nice.
No, he's a really good guy.
rest of the interviews are going to be interesting.
All right, flip cup. By the way, I'm a professional alcoholic. That's it. Here we go. Oh, normal. This is gonna fuck with my OCD. I know, I know. It's easier to say. Shit.
Stop it! She's gonna kill you! Not your pride, Bert! Bert, stop it!
Shit.
Use 2 hands and go slow.
Oh shit, Jason Momoa. You're such a fucking cunt. You're such a fucking dick. I'm fucking drooling. I'm so mad at you. You're such a fucking asshole.
Here, this is it.
Oh. So wait, I want to tell everyone the story. So I do this thing where I fly people out. I did it with KFC Radio, and I flew them out with 24-hour notice. I just tell them, your ticket's at the airport, I'll meet you in Amsterdam. And I said that we would do it, but then the premiere came up, and Leanne called them and said, you got 24-hour notice, your tickets are at the airport, and they fucking showed up. If you like podcasts, if you like comedy, if you like sports, if you like real talk, follow Bussin' with the Boys, Barstool Nashville, baby! Ready? All right. Axe throwing. Only movie you'll ever see that has a red carpet with axe throwing. I can promise you that. Boom. 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 One more. We got a clock on this. I got a heart out, baby. Boom, baby! That's 2. That's what action stars do! Let's go, next one. All right, come on. Let's go there. We're gonna go to the green room and get a drink. Let's go. Really? Yeah, we're really getting it. Mark, can I introduce my parents to you, please?
Of course.
Hey, come on in. This is my dad. Ow, I should sit up, stand up.
Nice to meet you.
My dad and my mom.
Nice to
Nice
meet you,
to
Mark.
meet
It's an
you.
honor.
Now, remember, this is not a biography. So sadly, in the movie, you passed away.
I know.
And we changed you from an attorney to a carpet salesman. So,
That's an upgrade.
I don't-
I've heard worse.
No. Now, I'm gonna watch the movie from the back of the house.
Okay.
I'll be taking notes. So just try and keep your shirt on.
Well,
That's
Mark.
what I'm hoping. Although I saw you post on Twitter bottomless pictures, which made me grateful for the shirtless picture.
Well, you guys really are my dads.
All
All
right.
right.
Sight that can't be unseen.
You guys go
Good
get your
casting.
seats. Yeah, great seats. Get your seats. I'm gonna say goodbye to Mark, get some words of advice.
Yeah.
Locker room speech.
Yeah, well, it's your movie, so if it fails, it's all your fault.
Thanks, Mark.
But if it's a success, I'll take all the credit. No, of course not. You are wonderful in the movie, and I had such a great time making it. I hope the audience has as much fun watching it as we did making it.
We had a blast, brother.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Oh, I thought
You gotta get out
you were
there.
going to say, I'm hugging you. What
No,
are you
you gotta get out there.
Okay,
Go on.
all right, I'm going.
Make me
I'm going.
proud, son.
I got you, Mark.
I got you back. Very good.
Hello. Dane Cook right there, everybody. Jim Jeffries right there. This is a who's who of comedy and talent. Are you kidding me? Oh, God bless. My wife's here. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love you way more than you love me. I can promise you that. I have an over-under on whether or not I cry. I've been crying non-fucking stop. Yep. Oh, let me start this off right. Ooh. Testosterone, baby, I'm fucking jacked. We are streaming into theaters all over the country right now. Thank you guys in the theaters for coming out and supporting live comedy in theaters. Comedy right now is booming in the theaters, in the clubs, in the arenas, but the theaters right like this are hurting, so thank you so much. I want to talk real quick about how this movie got made. This is obviously a story I told on Joe Rogan that went viral on I mean, I did not see it coming. And I pitched it all over Hollywood, and it landed at Legendary on accident. I had pitched 3 movies to a guy named Cale. Yep. Cale Boyder saw me at a comedy club, and he said, we're gonna make a movie one day. And then his boss ran into me and said, I like you, we're gonna make a movie one day. And then I pitched 3 movies to Cale, and Cale goes, fuck it, we'll make a movie. Which one do you wanna make? And I said, well, tell me I get to make a movie. I don't wanna make any of the ones I pitched you. I wanna do The Machine. And he's like, yeah, why didn't you pitch that? I said, well, I'm afraid it'll do well, and the mafia will see it, and I'll get kidnapped by the Russian mafia. And he lit up. He goes, sold. That's our movie. Godfather 2 meets The Hangover. Great, let's do it. And I walked out of Legendary and I went, I have no idea what the fuck just happened. Cut to 2 years later, we were in Serbia. Has anyone ever been to Serbia? It's a beautiful country. They work a little differently there. Spoiler alert to anyone watching the movie, you'll notice that my beard changes in the middle of the movie. It's because the hairstylists were cutting. I go, my beard looks different than it did when we started. And they said, yes, we need you to look like your stuntman. I said, well, shouldn't he look like me? And they go, it's easier to get you to look like him. I go, but he's not in the fucking movie. And they go, it doesn't matter, it's so much easier to do this. I remember the first time I went to costumes in Serbia, they go, oh, you're not the fattest man in the world. We were told we were getting the fattest man in the world. You're not the fattest man in the world. And then the next time we went in, I put on my clothes, I go, hey, my clothes don't fit. And they're like, yes, you're fat. I go, no, like I know I gained weight. And they go, you eat a lot. You do like 2 or 3 meals. This is what happens when you get fat, but my shoes don't fit. And they're like, I know, because you're so fat. Fat people bloat, your shoes get tight, and that's what it is, you're fat. And then my stunt double came in, and he goes, hey, my clothes are so loose. And they go, oh, we might have switched up costumes. I go, you put me in his fucking costume, and then you blamed it on me, and they're like, well, you are fat, you have to admit. When we got there to do this movie, I wasn't gonna drink. We were all going to a big group dinner. Mark's in the back, he can attest to this. We were going to a big group dinner, and they ordered wine, and they came to me, and Cale was sitting next to me. I said, I'm good, I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna work out and really focus on this role. And Cale goes, what the fuck are you doing? That's not who I hired. I go, what? And he goes, I didn't hire some sober actor. I hired you, the big fat alcoholic. Because that's what we wanted, that's the money we asked for, so you just do you. And then he said something very smart to me that I swear to God I'm gonna live my life by. He said, let me tell you something, I can't promise you that this movie's gonna be good. We don't know that. I can't promise you that it's going to make $1 million or to hundreds of $1 millions. What I can promise you is if you have a good time, it's going to show up on screen. So party your balls off and have a fucking blast. And I had a glass of wine, and I remember I said, fuck it, we're gonna have a blast. And Eva Babbitt, who's in here, I don't know where she is. She plays right there, absolutely fantastic. One of the funniest human beings alive. We tried to teach her D's nuts. Do you know D's nuts? She's from Croatia. D's nuts is really big in America. And we say, no, it's like, I go, hey Eva, pass me D's. And she goes, what? And I go, D's nuts. And she goes, I don't get it. I said, it's a joke. She goes, it's not funny. I said, no, it's really funny. It's like, because you said D's and then I say D's nuts. I go, trust me, just do it, it's funny. So we're in the tent one day and Mark Hamill walks in. Mark is probably 70 years old. And she goes, hey Mark, watch out for D's. And he goes, huh? She goes, D's nuts. And he goes, I don't get it. She goes, it's funny. This woman, I think you are gonna find is, look, there's a lot of talent in this movie. Jimmy Tatro fucking kills it. Ava Gabor, Stephanie, my wife, who is the only other woman that I've ever kissed than my wife. Yeah, I know. Is that her husband? There is so much talent. Mark Hamill is just fucking amazing in this movie. But I will tell you, listening, the cultural differences that we get when you run into someone who was born in Croatia is really fucking fun. We said to Eva, well, on the first night of dinner, Eva walks in and she says, hey, don't bring up Star Wars. I said, why not? She goes, I've never seen it. It wasn't a very big movie. I said, what? She said, it's no Family Matters. I said, you're telling me Star Wars is not as big as Family Matters? Family Matters is a good movie. Good TV show. Urkel, he is a good, you did fucking say that. She goes, when Mark comes up, don't bring up Star Wars. Whatever you do, don't bring up Star Wars. I said, not a problem, Eva. So Mark sits down, I go, hey Mark, Eva's a huge fan of Star Wars. And he goes, really? And she goes, oh, you know, I love a good guy versus bad guy comedy. Just any good guy versus bad guy thing just gets to me. I go, Eva, who's your favorite character in Star Wars? And you can't say Mark. Swear to God, this is a true story. She goes, oh, Chewbacca? I go, Mark, Eva does a fantastic Chewbacca impression. Eva, do your Chewbacca impression. She goes, oh, hello, I am Chewbacca. It's so very nice to meet you. I think you're gonna really love this movie. There's so much fun that we had. And I gotta thank, and I know I should probably start thanking people because we're wrapping up. How many times do we have? People in the theaters, thank you for coming. We got 5 minutes. Okay, I wanna thank the people over at Legendary. Let me make sure I do this correct. I wanna thank the people at Legendary. That is a fantastic place to make a movie. When we started, I made a decision. You're about to see it, and I made a decision to go hard as fuck. I was listening to Rogan, and he goes, comedies don't fucking rock anymore. No one takes a fucking chance. And I sat up and I go, I'm gonna change our first scene. And so I rewrote it, and I brought it into work that day, and I showed it to my director, Peter Atencio, who is a fucking dream. A fucking dream. Peter, if I was ever gonna be in a threesome with another man, you're that guy. You just make me feel good about myself. You'd be in the threesome like, no, you're really big, man. God, you're lasting so long, Bert. And then I'd walk out of the room and he'd go, you know I was talking shit, right? I brought it to Peter said, fuck it, let's just shoot that one. You'll see it in a second. And I was worried because Kale says, you know, movies get shut down in their first week. And they just got the dailies. And I will tell you, shout out to Mary Parent and Josh, they both texted me that next day, and their words were, go fucking harder. I want to thank the writers, Kevin Beagle and Scotty Landis. Awesome dudes. I want to tell them They both chose not to be here right now because of the writer's strike. And gentlemen, thank you very much. This movie would not exist. No movies in Hollywood. Nothing would exist in Hollywood without our writers. I want to thank our producers, Philip Whaley, Judy Marmel, Cale Boyder, Peter Atencio, and the baddest bitch in this room, Leanne Kreischer. Let me tell you something. That woman had a heavy hand in casting this movie. She got to pick who was her. When Stephanie went into her audition and ate flip side crackers and made that choice, Leanne goes, I fucking like her, that's me. I said, really? She goes, that's her? You need to cast her right now and find out what them crackers are. They look good. And we were called flip side. They're pretzel on one side, cracker on the other. They're fucking badass. Shout out to Townhouse. She picked Jimmy Tatro. She goes, that's young you. And I was like, easy. Let's curb your enthusiasm on shirtless Jimmy Tatro. The cast, Mark Hamill, Martin Ford, Jimmy Tatro, Eva Babbage, Nikola Durovich, I'm bad at their fucking names that play soccer, Robert Mazer, Jessica Bohr, and my wife, Stephanie Kurtzuba. I met, you're gonna see, spoiler alert, you're gonna meet this guy named Nikola. He is one of the baddest motherfucking actors you're ever gonna see. He's in Stranger Things, and when he shows up on the screen, you're gonna fall in love with that dude just like I did. He is from Serbia. He's one of the biggest actors in Serbia, and we got lucky enough to have him in this movie, and I love that man. Why didn't I bring my fucking glasses? Sony, Josh, Tony, Tom, thank you. I'm not going to take attempts at last names without glasses, boys. You guys, Sony's been a great partner to work with. They let us do all the weird shit we did, like this red carpet that you saw. That's Sony. That's Sony. That's Sony and Legendary. I remember Josh Grobe texted me in the middle of the fucking night. Dude, we need to be like Waste Management. The team at Legendary, Mary Parent, Pearl, Josh, Cale, Herb, Levity Live, my people over at UTA, RNC, PMK, Alan Rommelfinger, Birdie Boy Productions, and my family, my cousin A, who helped us out in this movie, my beautiful wife, and my absolutely badass daughters, Georgia and Isla. I gave my left arm for this movie. I had to get surgery after doing my own stunts. Don't ever do your own stunts. It's the dumbest thing you've ever fucking do in your life. It's sold tickets at Red Rocks though. Fully loaded all this summer. Get your tickets at Birdie Boys. Hey, listen, I'm talking to you in the theaters right now, okay? You in these theaters are the diehards. You are the ride or die motherfuckers. Do me a favor. You support all of us. All us comics. You support our podcasts. You support our tours. Support us in theaters. Support this movie by telling your friends, going online, spreading word of mouth. You did that with me when this story went viral. You shared it, and that is the reason we're making this fucking movie. I am forever grateful, but do it one more time. Do it one more time. Tell your friends tomorrow, get out of your house, go to the theater. Put it on Instagram. Take a picture of yourself shirtless on Instagram right now in the theater and post it. I don't give a fuck how you do it. But bring comedies back in theaters, and you will see next summer's lineup filled with your favorite podcast hosts making wild shit that no one thinks we can make. Let us make wild shit again. My name's Bert Kreischer. This is the greatest fucking night of my life. Enjoy my movie, The Machine. God bless.